That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a
on the boys. Money you. Oh my god, it felt so good. What's good?
I know, bro. I would have passed it. I'm gonna pass that to you 100 times out of 100. Take that shot. That shit was.
Felt so good, bro.
Rhythm
it was
shot.
supposed to go in. Oh hell no! I'm playing for it. I'll come back.
Tom, next time I message you on Facebook, you better message me back. Shit.
Good screen. Another 5.
Oh, this one. I forgot who you was. My fault.
They got enough time to get a shot off though, so we gotta watch this series.
Yo.
Time to get in that paint.
I had my shit on all day walking. Yo, my girl, she came home like, what the fuck? She sent me a video. I just got off.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
3 assists, 3 blocks. 2 blocks. You guys are staying in the category.
Time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
So what, Melo? You don't gotta have a big man here and there, bro.
It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, my man, not playing on offense.
Good D. Got one on the ball.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they can get it.
Like that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they too
Great
were winners
defense.
last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Oh, let's go. Quick, bro. Quick.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 71 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect.
Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
I'll be back.
And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Throwing now, Jackson on
what the
first
fuck?
down.
Get rid of the ball,
Give him
nigga.
nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 44-yard.
They're going to look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 12.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Number 11.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers have taken the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson now sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. If he said,
and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Number 38.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And that'll be incomplete. Down here in the red end zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 10 yards to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Packers have moved out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 48-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the who get the win at home. 38-17, the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And down he goes, just is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, so now it's a great starting field position as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Packers.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Packers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Ravens 16-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Ravens 28.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
Their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings us
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
24.
3 yards remain for second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a 7-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Packers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 40 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it doesn't feel right. Exactly.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up and they tend to play well.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. 32. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So the Packers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
2nd and
10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Tonight, the Charles
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the...
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor. Yeah, you're friend smart, but my bud's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up, my body burning.